One of the most important nodes in Rasa Studio is the message node. This is where you assign and record your pre-written assistance responses. Within Rasa Studio, you can create, edit, and reuse messages all across your AI assistant. Rasa messages can also be more than just simple text replies. They can encompass a variety of output formats such as text, buttons, and links, allowing your chatbot to engage users in a dynamic and personalized way. Like many AI assistant projects, the first step often begins with a greeting. Even though I've already have many user journeys already built out in this AI assistant, I actually haven't yet built out a greeting flow. So let's take a look at what the greeting flow that I've started now and add our very first message. So we have a greeting flow. We see the flow description for this greeting flow. And in order to add a message, I'm going to click on that plus button. I can see now all of the different node options I have to use at this particular point in the conversation, and I'm going to opt for the message node. This conversation should really just be a single turn. User says a greeting to the AI assistant, and the AI assistant should respond with a greeting back. Now, if I want to fill this message node, it's currently empty, I can either opt to choose from one of the existing messages that I've already used for another flow, or I can create my own unique message from scratch. I'm going to do that for this particular scenario because we don't have a greeting message yet. I'm going to call it chit chat greeting. This is your message ID. Again, this is super useful that you have not only a message text, but a message text that is attached to a message ID. Super useful for testing. You can imagine if you have an end-to-end test, instead of testing against an ever-changing message that might be updated and copy regularly, you can test against simply the message ID. And it also helps make things modular because then you can just look for the ID and use it across the AI assistant. Let's add some message text. All right. And I'm also, just for kicks, going to add a variation. These are effectively randomly triggered based on whatever the user says. If they say a greeting, you can either get one or the other message. And you can see at the very bottom, we have the Use Contextual Response Rephraser button toggled off. That's okay for right now because we're going to focus a lot on that topic in its own video around contextual response rephrasing. In this scenario, we just want to give exactly the text that we've already pre-canned, and sometimes that's just right. You might not want to actually rephrase and generate new text around a specific response. You might want to just give it exactly back as you designed it. Now, let's save that. And what we're going to do is we're going to set the assistant as ready for training, and we're going to press train. All right. Once that training is completed, you're going to want to head over to the Try Your Assistant panel. Now that the training is complete and we're in the Try Your Assistant panel, I can try out my greeting and see how it works. So I'm going to say something simple like, hello. I'm going to say hi again. There you go. And now you can see both of the conditional response variations have been triggered in succession here in the chat widget. So that's great. We've now created our very first message and you have your first flow with a simple dialogue exchange. It's only one turn. We'll build up to more turns and more node types over time, but this is a great start. In our next video, we're going to explore how the contextual response rephraser can make your bot's replies even more natural and conversational, adapting its language based on the user's input and conversation history. So if you want to continue your learning journey with Studio and learn about the contextual response rephraser, stay tuned and follow along in the next video.